Let's go back to a time where Meghan had to pick between William and Harry because the cringe is amazing. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and I'm so honored to be here back with According to Taz. How are you doing, Taz?
I'm great, Andy. Thank you so much for having me back. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's great because you're here. I always love when we can make time. I know you're busy, so I appreciate you making the time. We missed you last round, so I'm glad you're back this round, and I'm glad we get to just go and razz on Meghan a little bit here in this amazing video. This ridiculous video has been making the rounds again. I've seen it before, but I thought, you know what? Let's watch this together with someone who might offer us even more insight than I can provide. This is a video from October 2015, okay? It's fun to revisit these clips now, now that we know everything we know. And in this clip was the infamous question, Harry or William? We're going to get there, but I thought we got to see all her answers to see how fake and everything else. But before we begin, October 15th technically wasn't when they were together, right, Taz? But there are theories that she was still eyeing him up at that point. There was a Soho House meeting. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, there were lots. Well, there's been lots of rumors that have come out that they might have crossed paths as early on back as 2015. I think it was something to do with the Soho House opening in Istanbul. She was out there. There were photographs uploaded on social media. She was there with Eddie Redmayne. She also met Millie McIntosh. And I think that she had already decided that Harry was going to be the target at this point because it was that whole spiderweb thing. So there's been lots and lots of rumors that have come out with certain dates and times. And I think that if they hadn't crossed paths, she was certainly at this point hell-bent on doing so.
Yeah, I mean, we say a lot of negative things, but I got to give her one positive trait is she's very organized in her career, her dream board, her vision boards, and following through on these things. So I think that's very fair to assume that she would have spotted her man and set her sights, as Taylor Swift would, right? At the as she says, the master plan. So anyway, let's get into this video because there's a lot of funny answers in here, and I want to see. Let's both rate how honest we think she's being on each answer. You ready? From a level of 1 to 10 on the level of cringe and genuine. Here we go. First question.
Number one song to pick you up.
Number one song to pick her up.
Oh my gosh, I was just listening to it before I left, and it's so random, you're not going to believe it.
It's so random, you're not going to believe. I already don't believe her.
Of course, she was just listening to it just a moment ago. What are the chances?
She's already preambling so much that I'm like, nope, whatever she's about to say is a complete lie.
It's Simone song, and it's called How It Feels to Be Free. I don't know.
It's a Nina Simone song, and I forgot the name, and so good.
Oh, good. Okay, I'll look that up.
That felt like such a...
She's OTT. She's over the top with everything. There's not just a normal, calm reaction. Everything's just like, oh my God.
And she's trying to think of like a cool song. Nina Simone is diverse, this whole thing. And even the interviewer's like, oh, okay, I don't know that song. She didn't, and you can tell Meghan's like, damn it, I should have picked something better.
Sure.
Something will
No, we did that. Number one beauty rule. Drink lots of water.
Wow, that's a really, I've never heard of that one. Makeup.
I really wanted to take a drink of my drink, and I'm not going to do it because then I feel like Meghan just made me think about doing it. So no, I'm not going to drink water now. But
it's good for your hydration, but that's got nothing to do with makeup.
That was for your skin. Yeah, it's a weird makeup rule. All right.
And smile.
And smile.
Again.
Telling all women smile. Isn't that like anti-feminist? Everyone tells Brie Larson to smile more. She gets all angry. Now she's like, smile more. I think that's advice she should take, no?
Oh no, Meghan's got the best grin. It's just more manic, I think. She has a fixed grin, even in situations when you think you really shouldn't be smiling as much as that. I think that girl must have some serious muscles from the way that she can hold that big cheesy grin all the time.
Oh, here we go. Continues.
Last vacation where you did not want to leave ever.
Last vacation where you did not want to leave.
Turks and Caicos. Could go back in a moment. Yes, it was amazing.
I mean, I believe that was probably just like the last place she went. Isn't that like a big island? Probably. Do you think she was on a yacht there?
No, No comment.
She's like, I'm not. Don't get me in trouble, Andy. All right, we'll continue.
Female character on TV.
Strongest female character. Who do you think she's gonna pick?
Oh gosh, herself probably knowing Meghan. Rachel Zane in Suits.
No. No. It's gonna be what's her name from that show? Is it Scandal? Kerry Washington. I don't watch the show.
Oh, maybe.
That's exactly the role she wants.
Olivia Pope.
That's her name. I was right.
One co-star you would love to work with again.
Okay, an actor you'd love to. Now, this is an interesting. An actor you'd love to work with again, because I'm sure most of the actors don't want to work with her again, right? That's the MO, the vibe I get from all these.
I think she's going to pick someone prominent, not someone from Suits. I think she's going to pick someone where she got one of these real cameo roles. So I think she's probably going to go for the highest profile person that she can think of. Like
who
Jennifer
was that?
Aniston
Howie Mandel? I mean, she worked with that. We'll see.
Abigail Spencer, who we share birthdays.
Oh.
So yes, we call each other birthday
BFF.
sisters. Love her. I will work with her again.
Someone you
Oh, I love colors. I'd work with her again. I hope so.
You know-
Why?
You know who Abigail Spencer is? She's the one that most recently, with Meghan launching her jams, she was the one that was rolling around on the grass with a bowl of lemons. So obviously those two are still tight.
Wow, we gotta give her respect. It's been almost 10 years,
Yep.
and she's still there. Wow, what, she did not get Markled yet. Interesting.
haven't worked with, but you'd like to work with.
All right, now it's who would you like to work with? Ooh, who is she? What is she going to put out in the ether here?
Maya Rudolph.
Prince William.
I mean, that was an interesting choice.
Who?
Maya Rudolph from Saturday Night Live. She's a comedian out here. She's actually very funny. I respect her. Interesting choice. Interesting choice. That's the first one I'll go, okay, I think she was genuine there.
I've never heard of her, but
She was in Bridesmaids.
oh, okay.
This is her.
Oh, yes, I know her. Yes.
Yeah, she's funny. I like her.
Interesting
All right.
pick, that wasn't it?
Yeah, I got to say that was I will give her credit. That seemed like a smart. That was a smart, genuine, risky answer. Good for her, and especially in 2015. There it is.
Prince William or Prince Harry?
Yeah.
Harry.
Harry? Sure.
Now, what's funny is I don't believe this for a second.
No,
I don't
don't
believe
either.
for a second. I think she's almost
No,
caught
no.
off guard because she's probably like, oh shit, I don't want to say Harry right now because I am thinking about him.
Did the
And then this
yeah,
host
did the
goes
girl
Harry.
that's interviewing her? Did the girl that's interviewing her? Did she say Harry? And then Meghan went, "Oh yeah, Harry, sure, Harry." It's almost like she got cajoled into picking Harry then. But yeah, there's
Or maybe
no
even
way.
the host was told, I saw Harry. You know what I mean? There's a vibe here of like,
Maybe, yeah.
Harry.
Harry? Sure.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, you're onto something there, Andy.
and maybe the
there has
interviewer
been-
was like trying to get it in the world more, like, oh, she's trying. Well, let's put it out there as a joke, Harry.
Yeah, it's not like she wouldn't have been talking to her friends. Oh, I met Prince Harry when I went over to Soho House, or I'm hanging around with Princess Eugenie and stuff. You know, obviously Meghan at this point was obviously already doing her social networking. Misha Nunu, who Marcus Anderson introduced her to, she was married to one of Harry and William's friends. So at this point, Meghan definitely was very aware of Harry. And I think, yeah, maybe she didn't want that dropped in there, but I think that the host had heard something down the grapevine for her to be.
Maybe we just found the proof. Exactly. Yet more proof that she was lying all along. What's interesting, though, is I can say as an American, and no disrespect to William, who I do think also is like matured into what they call the zaddy role now, which more people find appealing. Back then, Harry was the more appealing, seemingly bad boy of the two.
But he was single as well, technically.
Yeah, he was
wasn't
single
Wasn't
and
really
he was out
serious.
there. So that was Harry used to be the pick, as I recall. No disrespect to the other, but yeah. So that could no. I think it was. I think this was a subtle like. Let me put Harry out there for you because you were just talking about him. Shoot you, sister.
Yes. I think you're onto something there, Andy.
Dogs or cats? I feel like I know the answer to this.
Bogart and Guy would be really bummed if I said cats. He's going with dogs.
I think they'd be really bummed if they knew what you did. Like a year later?
Yeah.
Was it a year after this? She dumped those dogs?
Yeah, one of them, because he didn't like Harry. Can you believe that? There is no way on this God's earth. You know, I've got 2 dogs. I love my dogs. If I started dating anyone and they did not like my partner, I would dump the guy sooner than I would dump my dog. I can't
As
believe
said
that
as
she
a
did that. And
true
she
dog
separated
parent.
them. And it's the fact that she separated them, which I find even more cruel. If she'd have turned around and said they should be rehomed together, but she didn't. She not only dumped him, she separated him from, and you can see that the dogs had bonded, and it's just a double whammy. I cannot stand people that do this. I know sometimes people can't help their situations where they, unfortunately, sadly have to give up their pet for rehoming, but she did it because she's like, oh, he doesn't like Harry. Well, I can't have that priority. Priorities, you're gone. And
well, and I found it all more sinister when we released that email that she wrote to trying to get the dog that she didn't get,
horrific,
which is the dog's brother. Oh, if you didn't get a chance to check it yet, go check it out. That email is very damning. We're just like, girl, what are you doing? And then she lied about Ellen finding it.
She stole the dog from being adopted by another family.
Yes.
She used her contacts and who she was to take that dog, who had already started adopting. The adoption plans were already underway, and he was going to another family. Well, she tried to steal.
To the credit of the other, they didn't get it, but she tried to use her influence to steal it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then was like, oh, I didn't know they had a brother. Okay, fine, I'll take the brother, and then stalked the owner.
And then dumped him.
It's so creepy.
Yeah.
So
sorry,
creepy.
if you can treat animals like that, it's another big red flag.
100%. 100%.
Hidden talent.
I used to be a calligrapher. That's how I paid my bills.
No way.
Used to be what?
I used to be a calligrapher. That's how I paid my bills.
Calligrapher.
No way.
Yeah. I did Robin Thicke and Paula Patton's wedding. I did tons of celebrity correspondence.
That is
I would sit there with a white tube sock on my hand doing calligraphy.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I'm just glad AI will eliminate her need to do that in the future.
It's just calligraphy.
AI taking a job.
She's saying calligraphy is her hidden talent.
Yes.
And if anybody who's seen Meghan's handiwork, it looks lovely first glance, but it's cursive. It's just cursive. And then what she does is she does a little squiggle underneath. Calligraphy is an incredible skill. It looks amazing. But there are very talented people out there. What Meghan does is not calligraphy. And for her to be saying that's her hidden talent, girl, we know what your hidden talent is. And I'm just not repeating it out loud.
I'm not gonna. You're not getting me in trouble.
Last concert you saw?
Elton John for his AIDS benefit in New York last year. It was amazing.
Oh, of course.
Cool. Oh, okay. I guess I believe that.
Last but not least,
Last one.
eat in or go out?
Eat in or go out?
What sort of question?
Eat in.
I love to cook, so yes. Stay in your cozies, have some nice wine, make yourself a nice meal. So much better.
Wow. Setting the tone for her cooking show all the way back in 2015.
We hope you heard some of it. Thank you so much for tuning in.
What a boring
Thank you,
video.
Meghan, so much. And we're looking forward to watching the self-esteem workshop right now.
Yes.
This was when she was on Suits. Like, I can't imagine anybody ever saw this until she, actually dated Harry. What do you think there?
Well, she was dating Corey back then, so that was the old version of Meghan. That's where she was trying to pretend that she was a cook and she was a foodie. But as we know from a lot of the clips that did get released by people that had done a brief food program with her, they said that her specialities are like soup maker, soup, and I think on one TV show she grilled lettuce. That was her signature dish, grilled lettuce. Wow. I mean, that woman's talent.
Oh. So what do you think the future holds for them? Do you think there is a potential where this polo show or cooking show can remotely get enough views for Netflix to say, all right, I guess whatever, we're fine on this contract?
You know the answer to that, Andy. There's no way. I think that the first episode of both the shows, you will have people watching. People will be drawn to it.
Like archetypes, yeah.
To analyze it, you'll have people that want to talk about it on the news, but I don't think neither of those two have got any real substance to it. Polo is such an elitist sport, and unless you are actually interested in it, which lots of people are, then it would be fine for them. But it's such a niche market. And then as for Meghan, There are so many cooking shows out there with talented chefs, with fantastic celebrities that are likable, that are marketable. And these are all things that Meghan is not. She's over the top, she's cheesy with absolutely everything. And I just think it will be painful almost to watch. I can feel myself cringing at the thought of Meghan telling us how she makes her raspberry jam. It's just
yeah, it's just there's just a lack of genuineness, right? Because I do believe she's a manipulative person. I think that's been proven, and I don't even mean that always in the negative way. Like some people are just smart and controlling and get their vision boards made, whatever it is. But yeah, she's walked over and rolled over as many people as she's got to get there, and that's my issues with her. But she never plays that way in the camera. She never plays her genuine self in front of the camera. So yeah, I don't know how this cooking show is going to fake everybody. I just don't think she can. She shouldn't be on camera. If she wants to act, it's one thing, right? But to stop acting to play Meghan Markle herself, I guess, is that her best role? There's the best final question. Is the Duchess Meghan's ultimate role after all? And she's going to keep trying to act this persona out as long as she can.
Well, the Duchess, I think it's the best the best script that she got, certainly. But I remember when people that have worked with Meghan before, a casting director said that Meghan doesn't know how to even act as someone else. She doesn't know how to play a character. Meghan just plays herself. And that's why Rachel Zane suited her and it worked for her, because they basically wrote her personality, the way that she was, into the character. She had a lot of control over Rachel Zane because she was quite buddy with the script writers. But yes, is this the biggest role that Meghan ever had? Yes, by getting herself on a worldwide platform and a stage, but she played at being a Duchess absolutely terribly. She didn't play the role very well.
No. I think that's probably part of the reason why she's so frustrated, because she thinks she did and she's not getting enough credit for her. She wants to be thanked for her service all the time.
Yes. Thank you for your service, ma'am, as they fall to the floor, tips their hat. Wasn't that the pilot on the plane or something?
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that you did for us, Meghan. Yes, the UK is forever grateful that you got rid of the weakest link in the royal family. So I suppose in one way, Meghan did do the royal family a favor because she took Harry out of the mix.
Well, always a pleasure to have you on the channel. As you know, love when we can just dish about this stuff. If you want to hear Taz's other amazing topics, make sure you go subscribe to According to Taz with the number 2 over there on YouTube. She's crushing it over there. We love and support her. So make sure, go give her a subscribe. If you haven't already done it, the Palace, do it here. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers. So help us get that second plaque. Appreciate all you watching. Thank you, Taz, as always. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll have you back soon, I hope. And guys, stay tuned. We got so much more coming. But what do you think was the most ridiculous answer? Tell us down below.